What's up, you guys? Hasma coming at you here today with another deck profile. Today I will be profiling my hero deck. So I'll be talking about the main deck, the side deck. I mean the main deck, the extra deck, and the side deck, or what my choices are for this format for the side deck. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now you play 3 Shadow Mist because it's basically your Dark Law. It searches your mass change, and once it's sent to the grave, anyway it's sent to the grave, it gets your Honest Neos or any hero monster you need. But most of the time you will go into Honest Neos to protect the Dark Law. Blazeman, he serves as he can dump from the deck to the grave, and he searches Polymerization. You can only use once per turn, but most of the time I find myself searching the Polymerization, and then maybe next turn if he's still alive. And if I haven't already sent a Shadow Mist to grave, I'll use his second effect. One Bubble Man. He just extends your plays to acid. He gives you more options in what mass heroes to play in the extra deck. So I play one Bubble Man. 2 Honest Neos. I tried it at 1 and I tried it at 3. 3 felt too cloggy. It felt like I was just playing hero beatdown. I just summon 1 and then have 1 or 2 Honest Neos in hand. And if it get over the hero too easily, like, these are just dead cards. So I played it at 2 because you can search it, and you could search it with Emergency Call, and you could get it with Shadow Mist. So 2 is perfect for me. Now 2 Vion, because when he's normal summon, you can send a monster from the deck to the graveyard. So most of the time you'll be sending Shadow Mist, and you can banish one from the grave to get a Polymerization to your hand, which is, you know, if you could extend your plays like that, then I use the second effect. Most of the time I find myself just using his first effect. So 1 Vion. I mean, two Vion. 2 Summoner Monk, because you do play a lot of spells. All you gotta do is pitch one and summon and special summon a level 4 from the deck, which you guys haven't noticed. Most of them are level 4, except so far the only one that's not level 4 has been Honest Neos. But yeah, special summons a level 4 and could extend your plays even more, because Shadow Mist only gets her first effect if she's special summon. I play 1 Blackluster Soldier because they are light and dark, so it's always good to have a main deck boss monster if you could bring him out. I don't find myself going that much into him, but the times I do, he comes in really clutch, and he's overall a really good card to play. Now for the hand traps, I like to play 2 Veiler, because in this format I found that Veiler is a little bit more effective on the way you play than Ghost Ogre, in my opinion. So I play 2 Veiler, 2 Ash, and 1 Maxi. Now the reason I play 2 Ash is because I don't want 3. If I get 2, you know, I could use 1 and then have 1 for next turn, but, you know, just by the chance that I draw 3, I don't want to use them. Maxi, because it's such a powerful draw card, and effect Veiler because it's, in my opinion, one of the best hand traps in the game after Droll Unlock and Maxi. Next, I like to play Hero Lives, because all you have to do is, if you control the monsters, pay half your life, special summon an elemental hero from your deck. So if you use this, you can get Shadow Mist, and then maybe you have another hero in your hand, and it just gives you, like I said, extends your plays. It does give up half your life points, so that's something to notice, to keep in mind, because if you use it early in the duel, you'll be stuck at 4,000. You do play 2 strikes and 1 warning. So, spoiler alert, you do give up a lot of life points playing this deck. So duels are somewhat fast. 3 Emergency Calls, because it lets you search any elemental hero monster from your deck. If I didn't get the Shadow Mist effect and I'm just sitting on a regular hero and I have this in hand, I'll just search the Honest Neos. So 3 Emergency Calls. It lets you search any elemental hero in the deck. 1 Mass Charge, because most of the time you will have a hero monster in the grave and a change quick spell, so change quick play. So it always comes in really good. I like using it because you just get your Honest Neos back, or your Shadow Mist, and your mass change. So yeah, Mass Charge is pretty good. I just wish it came in a higher rarity. Next, you like to play the 3 Mass Change. This is what gets, it's pretty much like, how would I say, like Book of the Law for heroes, you know. So you just have to, it has to be the same attribute, so that's all it pretty much is. So if you use a fire, it has to be a fire hero, the mass hero fire guy, things like that. So it's pretty much Book of the Law for heroes. Next, I like to play Form Change, because sometimes you can OTK with this card, so, and it's also pretty good, you know, to bring your opponent down in life points. So what I'll find myself doing is I only play level 6s and level 8s. So it can be a different So all you really have to do is summon one with the same level, but with a different name. So you can go from Dark Law to Goka, or from Acid to any other masked hero that's level 8, which most of them are, like Enki and the rest. Yeah, so we'll get more into that when I show you guys the extra deck. So one form change, one poly because you can search it, one pot of desires, and one upstart. I don't play two because I don't want to ever draw two. I rather play my chances and use one and get two new cards, and use one and then draw another pot of desires, and kind of limit myself. And one upstart because you can play both of them at the same turn. So the one ofs, I play one Regeki, board wipes, one soul charge, helps you come back. Only one MST because I feel like if you play Twin Sisters, you give up some of your plays, you give up chances. I don't really like giving up cards. So one reinforcement of the army searches any warrior, so you can search pretty much all the warriors except all the warriors. Two back to the fronts. Special summons a monster from the graveyard in defense position. I'll find myself going into most of the time. If not Honest Neos, Shadow Mist. So I like to play this at 2. It's just unfortunate that you can't back to the front Dark Law. That would be too good. 2 Solemn Strike and 1 Solemn Warning, and that completes the main deck. Next, the extra deck is pretty standard. You play double Dark Law. Banishes and pops and takes one of your opponent's cards in hand if they get one. Goka, he's because you play Blaze Man. Enki, Nova Master, Acid, Vision Hero. One of my favorites is because all you really need is 2 hero monsters, and he's pretty strong, and you do play Poly. So if you get the chance to make him and you have another hero in hand, you use his effect to lower that monster's attack by the hero you control, which most of the time is like 1,000 because all other heroes are pretty weak. So that's pretty good. You do some pretty good damage with this guy, and you could use for example, form change to go from him into the dark into Enki, so the more damage, Absolute Zero, that's why I play Bubble Man. This elemental hero guy, the Shining, Steel Swarm Roach. So I don't really have much of a rank 4 XYZ and side deck, so these are the only ones I'm playing right now. Once I get Utopia the Lightning, I will be putting them in. So Steel Swarm Roach stops special summons. Castell sends back an Excalibur, which is my cheaper Utopia right now. Next for the side deck, I like to play 3 Denko Sekka because against Paleo. I played 2 Gamma Seal because it gets rid of problematic boss monsters. 2 Ghost Ogre. It's Ghost Ogre. Field spells. Fog King stops tributing, so sometimes I if I have Hero Lives and I have him in hand, if I side him in, or I usually put him in if I'm playing against True Dracos, or if I'm playing a Kaiju heavy deck, so they can't tribute. System downs, ABCs, and 3 anti-spell fragrance. 4 ABCs or any cards that I see using a lot of spells. So this is my hero deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything you guys would change if you guys are hero players. This is the deck I'm going to be main decking from now on. I'm selling Invocation, so the next Invoke profile you guys see is going to be the last one. Invoked is gone for me, and I'll be playing heroes from now because they are just one of my favorite archetypes. I like the way the deck plays. I'm just unfortunate how limited it is to the plays you can do. It's pretty predictable. I hope Konami finds a way to change that, makes heroes more varied, elemental heroes, because I know there's Destiny heroes and there's other hero decks you can play, but I just hope there's more variety in the hero archetype. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. More videos are coming, so like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the profile. Let me know what you guys think of the channel. Just stay in touch. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Sesma's out.